Anxiety attack, October 7th/8th, 2024. Sit calmly and stare into the nothingness. Your eyes focus until vision begins to tunnel, then blur, then pulse. The pain begins to travel back along your temples. You need to blink. Blink. You want for your heart rate to slow. Is this it? Is this the next one? How high? High. Close your eyes. Breathe. The pressure won't stop. Pressure. Backwards and forwards. Over time, I have formed the opinion that an anxiety attack triggered from an unknown root is a form of self-consciousness performing emotional time travel. I only say this in response to a lifetime of having had anxiety attacks dumped on me in chunks of time, some so irrevocably damaging that I have burnt bridges and diverted my life path in spectacular ways. The breakdowns always came at a time when I needed to rest. It was forced upon me by the universe as my willful ignorance of the disrespect I showed myself became cripplingly obvious. What is it to be a shadow of oneself, to be a dry, smoldering husk of a person, left with no solid core because you were thrown into the fire to burn? The agony screams within as your eyes no longer see the reality before you, your voice a burning ember with the hatred of self-loathing and the inability to let go and move on. You claw and claw, trying to climb out of this fire. It has engulfed you whole, sparked from the inside with the rot left within. You writhe in pain, your shell crackles and splits, exposing your cooking meat. You aim to quench it in any way possible, stop the pain, end the screaming, silence the cacophonic rage ripping you apart, fueled with your failures, your hatred, your insecurities, your self-perception, your self-deprecation, your self-hatred, your deceit, your lies, your shame, your regrets, your guilt. You have wandered without being aware of your surroundings, lost yourself and awoke on the precipice of throwing yourself into the mouth of hell, in desperation, seeking reprieve, seeking forgiveness. The difference between a non-suicide and an ex-suicide leaving the house for work at 8 o'clock on an ordinary morning. The non-suicide is a little traveling suck of care, sucking care either him from the past and being sucked toward care in the future. His breath is high in his chest. The ex-suicide opens his front door, sits down on the steps and laughs. Since he has the option of being dead, he has nothing to lose by being alive. It is good to be alive. He goes to work because he doesn't have to. Lost in the Cosmos, the last self-help book, page 81, Walker Percy. Sometimes you're in a position in life where there is no rhyme nor reason in which to feel these things. Sometimes you are. They're scary thoughts. They're scary feelings. They make you feel weird. Your body doesn't do what you want it to, what you need it to. Your mind betrays you, sending these warning signals up for no damn good reason. But that's good enough reason to stop and think. Too often this day and age, we do not think. That is not to say we do not make decisions and choices. We do that every day. It's easier to focus on the superficiality of what is in front of you than underneath and inside of you. How often do we hold anger inside ourselves, nurturing a seething, writhing, snarling, and gnarling center, or hold on to our sadness, clutch at it like the blanket that protected us from those monsters in the night? How often have we stepped down from our pursuit of our own greatness, our own brightness, due to emotions thrown at ourselves, because we have somehow deceived ourselves into believing we weren't worth taking those steps? How often have you knelt before the altar of yourself, ready not to worship but to care for? Truly care for. You cannot light the candle of hopes and dreams to invite passions into a life when debris you fail to acknowledge. You are your own home, no matter your domicile or whomever or wherever you believe to be your home. Be it past failed relationships, career choices, rifts between family, friendships, choices made, or the option not taken, dreams not realized, frustrations in our waking lives. They all serve as lessons. But if we do not pick them up and do what we must, we run risk of ourselves catching alight with the imperceptible fires that threaten to consume us whole without discretion, instead of igniting the beautiful light within ourselves. Those things you haven't dealt with, those traumas, those monsters, yourself, It's just time traveling to a period which you can deal with it. It won't seem it in the moment, or even years down the road, until you're far enough to take a moment on your journey to look back and pause and reflect and be grateful for everything that got you there. Because without those shadows, you wouldn't shine as bright. Blink. You've got this. You wouldn't believe how much faith I have in you.